Hi, boys and girls. We have a new book today. This one is called Creepy Crawly Calypso. Now, what do you think this book is about? Let's look at the cover. What do you see on the cover of this book? I see some insects playing instruments. Why do you think this would be called Creepy Crawly? What's creepy crawly about this picture? The bugs, right? You might describe a bug as being creepy and crawly. And a calypso is a type of band. So, we are going to read Creepy Crawly Calypso. This was written by Tony Langham, the author of this book. If you like good music, if you want a treat, just hear these creepy crawlies play their cool calypso beat. Do you want to hear the creepy crawlies play their beats? First comes the spider, banging steel drums. How many drums is the spider playing? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's playing 8 drums. Why would a spider be playing 8 different drums? Because he has 8 legs, right? So let's hear, what does a steel drum sound like? Second come the butterflies with accordions. You guys like butterflies, right? They're playing an instrument called an accordion. This thing that's in between their hands is called an accordion, and it sounds like this. Oops. That's not an accordion. This is an accordion. Let's see. Third come the cockroaches playing saxophones. How many cockroaches do you see on top of the trash can? There's 3 of them, right? They're playing the saxophone. Sounds like this. Fourth, come the dragonflies blowing their trombones. So a trombone is something you have to blow into for it to play. A trombone sounds like this. That's a trombone. Fifth, come the fireflies with brass trumpets to toot. How do you play a trumpet? Do you play it with your hands or do you play it with your mouth? What does it look like? So if you look really carefully, it looks like you have to use both. You have to use your hands and your mouth to play the trumpet. And a trumpet sounds like this. Sixth come the army ants, bearing tiny flutes. Why do you think ants would need tiny flutes? Why would an ant need a tiny flute? Because they're really tiny too. Does anyone know what a flute sounds like? Let's see, it sounds like this. That's the flute. Seventh come the Ladybugs strumming their guitars. We had a guitar in our classroom. Does anyone remember what we made the guitar with? It was during our recycling study. We made guitars with a tissue box and with rubber bands. So those 2 things, and we made guitars. So the Ladybugs are playing their guitars. 8th come the crickets, the band's marimba stars. Look at how many crickets there are in this picture. They are playing marimba stars, which sound like this. What comes after the number 8? We have 8 crickets here. What number do you think is going to come next? After 8 comes the number 9. Does anyone know what insect that is? We had this one in our science center. Those are beetles. So 9th come the beetles, beating congas loudly. What do you play a conga with? Your mouth or your hands? What do you think? They play the congas with their hands. Tenth come the centipedes, tinkling pianos proudly. How many centipedes do you see in this picture? Can we count together in Spanish? Let's start at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 centipedes, and they're all playing a what? What are they playing? This is a piano. What letter do you think piano starts with? Piano. Starts with the letter P. For any kind of party at any time of day, the creepy crawly Calypso is the best music to play. Look at their band. If you had a band, what instruments would you want to have? Let's look. Here are some of the instruments that we saw in our book. We saw steel drums, an accordion, a trombone. This was a saxophone, a trumpet, a flute, a Spanish guitar, a marimba, a Congo drum, and what's this one? A piano. So if you had to pick, which instruments would you want to have in your Calypso band? And then here are all the bugs, the creepy crawlies that we saw in our book. Do you have a favorite one? I think my favorite one is the ladybug. What about you? There's a tarantula. You guys know what that is. A butterfly. We have a cockroach. A dragonfly. Those are cool. A firefly. We have the ant. I wonder if you go outside if you'll be able to find an ant today. Ladybugs. A cricket. Do you remember what this was? This was a beetle and a centipede. So these are all of the insects that played an instrument in the creepy Calypso band. And that's the end of our book. See you next time. Bye, guys.